Hello Taurus, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your reading for the 10th to the 16th of January 2022, or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond those dates. It is a general reading, Taurus, so please take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't behind, or for somebody else. Right, so could we... what is important for Taurus to know at this time, to be aware of? What's important for Taurus at this time? 10th to the 16th of January 2022, or thereabouts. So we'll get some overriding energies to set the reading going for you. Right, so first of all we have number 27, and this talks about attraction, magnetism, infatuation possibly for some, but something that you're strongly attracted to or thinking about. And we see the young woman, she's in a Venus flytrap there, so it's almost like she's trapped in her thoughts and possible obsessions. So let's see where that's going. Alright, so what this is all to do with, it's about direction, having a sense of purpose, getting objectives firmly in place, taking the first step on this next stage of your journey. So that's what's, I feel that's what's going on here for some of you, Taurus. Having to be very focused about, you know, which way you're going, what your aims and objectives are, and putting plans into place. And it's, you know, it's quite, it can become quite an obsessive venture for some of you. Okay. But it's something you're very attracted to, Taurus. Something that you're really, really wanting. Something you're really wanting, feeling quite magnetised towards, pulled towards. Okay. What does Taurus need to know at this time? What's important? What's the most important thing now for Taurus to be aware of and to consider? Alright, we have had a card that's jumped out on its own, so we'll have a little look at that. This is the Fairy Hilt. This is Temperance in Ordinary Tarot, and this is about soothing, healing, mending, putting things right, having patience and achieving harmony. Right, so that's a lovely energy. A little bit more of a shuffle then. Alright Taurus, so we have the heart of your reading, the root of the matter, past influences, what you're thinking about at the moment, the future going forward, and then something else your guides would like to say to you at this time. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Cups, and this talks about a little bit of sadness, a bit of sorrow about something that has now gone. That's now left, but there's something much better and very promising waiting for when you're ready to turn around to take advantage of them. But at the moment I feel it's just a little bit of nostalgia here and thinking about what's no longer relevant in your life, Taurus. Could we clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Taurus? And clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Taurus. Right. We have had a card that's quite dramatically jumped out for you here. It's the Magician, and this is manifestation. This is deciding what it is you want and putting things into place to manifest, to bring that into an actual reality. Right, so I'll just pop that back in. Bit more of a shuffle for you. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Empress. This is this is about creativity, creation, new beginnings, new opportunity. This is the Empress brings forward life. Whatever seeds the Empress sets, they will grow, and they are abundant and they flourish. And she brings expansive energies to a reading. So we have the Empress here now. So this is a joyous, expansive opportunity, new opportunity here. So beautiful energy here. Major Arcana for you, Taurus. Okay, let's have a look then. See, at the heart of your reading, we have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Fabulous. Two fabulous energies for you. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. That is the lead card. So wish fulfillment, you know, having everything that you are wishing for. Your wish is coming true. It's a fantastic card. And accompanied by the Ten of Cups, which is complete emotional fulfillment for yourself, but for the family, for the whole family. All the cups are full here, as you can see. They're all full to brimming with emotional fulfillment. So whatever it is you've been wishing for and wanting, it's definitely here for some of you, Taurus. Excuse me. At the root of this, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So at the root of this, already in place, you know, you've been working very hard, or somebody connected to you has, all a combination, but there's a lot of hard work here, creating something, something very special, but being very focused and working hard in this creative endeavour, establishing something new, and getting it right. The clarifies the Nine of Swords. Throughout this endeavour, what it's caused is sleepless nights. There's a lot of fear-based thoughts connected to this work. Fear's being magnified in your mind, I feel, getting bigger than what they should be. And it's to do with whatever it is you've been working on and developing, Taurus. So that's at the root of this. And the past influences, we have the Six of Wands and Judgment. And the Six of Wands, this is victory and achievement, success, great success, being acknowledged by others also. Fabulous, fabulous energy. And the clarifier is Judgment. So this is a time of rebirth. A time of rebirth, an opportunity to shed any cloak of self-doubt, insecurity, thinking about the past perhaps and decisions made in the past, you know, what went well, what didn't go well, but leaving that behind now, heading towards a new horizon here. But without the cloak that's been holding you down and that's been hiding your light, you know, letting that go. But something's been very successful for you. And a great achievement here. So these are the past influences. that have now led on to a wish fulfillment and complete emotional fulfillment here. And that's lovely. And I can see, you know, whatever it was that was keeping you awake at night, the fear-based thoughts about this new endeavour, something that you've been working hard with and creating. It looks that, you know, something's going to have to be left behind and let go of. But, you know, here's the cups with great promise. And of course the Empress alongside of the Empress. Fantastic expansion, abundance and new opportunities. So going forward, what do we have? Okay, well, we have the Princess of Swords and we have the Tower. I will get some more clarifying cards for these. But the Princess of Swords, so this is very much a feminine energy, although it's not gender specific, but it's a feminine energy of thinking through clearly, with clarity, using a sense of logic. But it comes from quite a young position, if you like. So, you know, if you think of how a younger person might think of something and want to deal with something, she has actually got a sword wrapped up with bound. It's bound, so that's sort of softening the edges, if you like. So I feel there's, in communication and decision making going forward, it's about just softening the edges a little bit of the clear communication that's needed going forward. This could be referring to a younger person also, that may be feeling a need to be heard, maybe feeling that they haven't found their voice for some reason. I'm saying that because of the binding that's going around the sword. And because the swords are about communication and logical, clarity of thought. And of course we've got the Tower, and whoever this is applying to, whatever it is applying to, there's going to be some form of a revelation. Something is going to come crumbling down. It's going to be a bit of a shock, or just something out of the blue that's not expected here going forward. And I'm going to get some more cards to clarify those. But first of all, let's have a look at what your guides want to tell you. Well, we have the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Right, the Seven of Wands, this is an energy of defending, being defensive, defending yourself, needing to defend yourself from others that would like to take over or run roughshod over you or over your thoughts or ideas. So you have got the higher ground here, Taurus, so you're well able to defend yourself. But what somebody's wanting to bring forward, I feel this is an apology. Somebody's going to want to apologise at some point. And this may be something to do with somebody. This may be, then Seven of Wands may not be yourself, Taurus. This may be somebody who's feeling very defensive and feeling they're having to protect themselves at all time. And that's what may, and that may be connected to the Princess of Swords here, who's, you know, feeling their voice has been stifled or the voice is not being heard, for whatever reason, and feeling very defensive. So it could be yourself, Taurus, or it could be somebody connected to you. But there's this Tower moment, there's some form of a crumbling or a revelation or something coming, an event happening out of the blue. But then there's an apology here on the table. Right, I'm going to get some more cards to clarify. Okay, could we clarify the Princess of Swords and the Tower, please, for Taurus, going forward? The Princess of Swords and the Tower. Princess of Swords and the Tower, please, for Taurus, going forward. Alright, we've got a card that's just jumped out. I will have a quick look at it. It's the Lovers, so which indicates a relationship. So something to do with a relationship. Now, it can be a relationship of any sort. It could be a close, intimate relationship that we're looking at here. But it could be any form of a close relationship that and there's, with the Lovers, it's about making decisions also. And of course, the Lovers is a Gemini energy, which is very much to do with the swords and the mind. All right, so let's see. I'll just pop that back in. Okay. Could we clarify the Princess of Swords and the Tower, please, for Taurus, going forward? Okay, yeah. We've got the Two of Cups that's come out, and so this is about a relationship, to do with a relationship. And we've got the Emperor next to the Tower. Right, what else, please? What else? Okay, one more. One more. Well, at the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles, and this is when somebody's feeling out in the cold, left out in the cold, not having enough, a sense of lack. All right, I'll just put that to one side. And then here we have, connected to the Princess of Swords, we have the Two of Cups. And of course we had the Lovers that jumped out, and the Two of Cups is a similar energy, but this is about a close relationship, two people who are thinking alike, going in the same direction. It could be an intimate relationship, or it could be a close friendship, some form of family relationship, work colleagues who are on the same page. It's that sort of an energy. And then we have the Strength card, so which is of course Leo energy, but this is about taking control of this situation, being strong, drawing on an inner strength, needing to be strong, and it's to do with a relationship and some form of communication that somebody's feeling a bit stifled about. All right, now connected to the Tower we have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. This could be a couple here, and the Emperor likes to be in control. The Emperor rules his empire, makes the decisions, makes the laws, and it's about control and authority. He's at the top of his game, if you like. Now, with the Queen of Cups, she works from her heart area. She's very sensitive, nurturing, caring, empathetic, compassionate, always willing to offer her cup of love to you know, those close to her, those in need. Very sensitive. Now, if we are looking at a couple here, there's going to be some form of a tower moment, I feel, to do with somebody in this relationship that is in control, that wants to be in control. And then the sensitivity of the Queen of Cups, who comes from a different position in her or his approach to things. Right, it's not gender specific. And I'll bring all these together in a minute, but what we then have is the Six of Pentacles, and which is about sharing. So what this is all about is about sharing, equality, give and take, you know, being ready to give unreservedly, equally and fairly, but also being open to receive as well. So it's something about give and take here, and that is what's going to be, if there isn't enough give and take, if there's somebody that's taking more than giving here, that's going to be, and it's between a relationship here, and that's going to create the tower moment, some form of a crumbling here. And yes, it's all to do with the relationship, and somebody needing to draw on their inner strength there to be strong, and to find your voice, Taurus. There's a need to find your voice here, or certainly somebody connected to you needs to find their voice here. It's going to feel like a little bit you're on the back foot here. I mean, there's lots of good luck here. We've got the heather here. We have the daffodils, which is a symbol of spring, isn't it? And the snowdrops, look, which is very much linked into the time of year that we're in and going into. So it's spring, it's new beginnings, new opportunities. There's a need to find your voice here. Within a relationship, I feel, Taurus, you need to find your strength, because there's some form of an inequality here, I feel. Especially when we see the Emperor and the Queen of Cups, two very different energies here. Two energies that work from different bases. But there's something that's going to create the tower moment. And it's something to do with inequality, I feel. Somebody's going to be giving more than somebody else. But I feel, you know, you're going to be defending yourself here, or somebody is going to be defending themselves very successfully, very, very able. And that's going to create, somebody's going to apologise, you know. Okay. All right, I'm going to get could we have two final messages for Taurus, please, to conclude this reading? Two final messages for Taurus, please. All right, Taurus, so here we have taking shelter, the answers are within, and uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies a great bounty. All right, so this is about tapping into your intuition now. You know, where is home and what does home mean for you? Here you are being guided by your lantern, the light of the lantern, you know, finding your way to your home. And the answers are within. So it's once you take shelter here, the answers are all going to come to you. But you need to take shelter first. You know, where it is you feel protected, where you feel safe, where you can have that quiet time to tap into your inner self, to your intuition. But you're going to uncover treasure, look. There's great treasure and a great bounty awaiting for you. So beneath the surface of whatever is going on here, whatever difficulties may arise, you're going to be uncovering treasure. So beneath the surface lies a great bounty. So, you know, let's not forget that right at the heart of your reading, we've got a wish fulfillment here and a complete emotional fulfillment. All right. And I've just realised that there's one position of cards I haven't looked at, and it's what's on your mind at the moment. So I'm sorry about that, Taurus, but here they are. This is what you're thinking about at the moment: the King of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So the King of Cups, it's not gender specific, but this is somebody that's very much, you know, out of the water on his throne, holding this cup of emotion, cup of love, something meaningful for his heart, and looking across the water, very in tune with his emotions. So as I say, it's not gender specific. So this could be an aspect of yourself, or it's somebody connected to you, or it's purely the energy of the King of Cups, the energy of, you know, being emotionally invested in something, thinking with your heart and your mind about where you're going. However, what we have is the Seven of Cups as a clarifier, and the Seven of Cups talks about illusion and delusion. There's lots of cups here that are offering different things, but they are, you can't grasp them. They are in an illusion. They are in the mind of this young person here, who's seeing lots of opportunities and you know, making a choice, but they're not real. So this is some form of illusion that the King of Cups has perhaps in his mind created this illusion. But this is what you're thinking about. Are you thinking about this, Taurus, that whatever it is you're hoping for and wishing for, the emotional fulfillment, emotional opportunities to do with love and relationships, are you thinking then that it's not within your grasp for some reason, that it's out of your grasp? Or is this somebody connected to you, a King of Cups energy connected to you, who has lots of cups here, lots of opportunities she feels are within grasp, but they're an illusion? Is this what you're thinking about, Taurus? Okay. All right, so at the heart of your reading, yes, you've got, you know, wish fulfillment and complete emotional fulfillment. And it's to do with having worked hard now to create something special, but it has created fear-based thoughts for you in the past. But something's been very successful also in the past, and it's been a time of rebirth and casting away your cloak of doubt and insecurity. But there's a sense of sadness of something that's gone now. Although there's great bounty and great opportunity for expansion and new opportunities, new beginnings. All right, but with the Princess of Swords, it's either to do with a younger person, or this is a representative of yourself, I feel. Taurus, you know, feeling a little bit perhaps not listened to, or not being able to communicate clearly enough within a relationship, and needing to be strong, and it's about something about give and take and sharing, equality, or a lack of equality, perhaps a lack of give and take, because we have the Tower, don't we? And then the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. So, you know, they're not gender specific. So put yourself where you feel is the right place for yourself. But there's some form of a relationship where somebody's needing to or wanting to be in control, and so coming from very much their mind, authoritative energy. But then the Queen of Cups, who is very empathetic, caring and nurturing. So coming from her heart centre. So whatever it is, there's a clash here, a clash that's going to happen. But it's not going to last. It's something that perhaps needs to happen, needs to be sorted. That's why you're going to be strong and draw on the Leo energy here. And defend yourself, but somebody is going to apologise. All right, Taurus, quite an in-depth reading here. So whoever this was for, and it won't be for everybody, but whoever it was for, I hope you have an understanding of what the reading is trying to say, what the cards are trying to say to you. But good luck going forward. And until next time, bye-bye for now.